My name is Sarah Holland, and I'm a therapist at the Viva Center in Washington, D.C., and I want to share with you a set of skills from dialectical behavior therapy to use to reduce your vulnerability to the negative effects of stress and other strong, intense emotions. You can remember this set of skills with the acronym ABC, please. So, A stands for accumulate positive emotions. So to counterbalance the negative emotions that come up in your life, we want to build up as many positive emotions through positive experiences as possible. That's different for every person, what brings you pleasure, what brings you joy, but doing those things on a daily basis as much as you can will help to balance out the negative experiences that are going to come along through life. So A stands for accumulate positive emotions. B stands for build mastery. This means doing things that give you a sense of accomplishment. When we feel more confident, we feel more competent, that helps us to feel more prepared to cope with the negative things that come along. It helps to boost our mood, boost our sense of self-esteem. So building mastery might be anything from just simply tackling some project at home that you have been needing to do, or maybe just cleaning something in your home. It might be taking on a more challenging work assignment or learning a totally new skill that you've always wanted to learn. Anything that gives you that inner sense of accomplishment and I did something is what we are talking about when we say build mastery. C stands for cope ahead of time with emotional situations. So you may feel like you need to improve the way that you are currently coping with stressful situations. You can do this by identifying and describing the types of situations that tend to make you emotional. So if you are able to sort of practice and rehearse ahead of time what coping skills or problem-solving skills you need to use when a difficult situation arises, you'll feel more prepared when that time comes. So try that out by identifying something that tends to trigger a really strong emotion in you. Anger or stress or sadness. You probably have a good sense of what those types of things are at this time in your life. So pick one and practice rehearsing through a better way that you would like to cope with it, or that you'd like to problem solve to deal with it ahead of time, and see how that feels. Make sure that you take time to sort of relax yourself after you do that mental rehearsal. But that coping ahead of time with a difficult situation is going to help you feel more prepared and more relaxed when the time actually does come that something is upsetting in your life. So that is the ABC, and the next part of the acronym is please. This part is all about taking care of your physical body. If something is out of whack in our physical body, we are so much more likely to be negatively affected when stress and upsetting situations come along in our life. You probably know this by now. So please, that acronym helps us to remember all the different ways that we need to take care of our physical bodies to reduce our vulnerability. The P and the L stand for physical illness. If there's a physical illness in your body, treat that to be less vulnerable to stress. The E stands for balanced eating. Make sure that you are putting in good foods into your body, not eating too much or too little to take care of yourself. The A stands for avoid mood-altering substances. Things like alcohol and drugs can definitely change the way that we respond to stress. So as much as you can avoid those, especially if you know that something in your life is coming up that might be hard to handle, is going to make you more able to deal with it with a clear head. The S stands for balanced sleep. We all know how important sleep is. That can't be overstated. So getting enough sleep, but also not sleeping too much, is a good way to take care of your body. And of course, exercising. Whether you like to do it or not, we know that it is good for our mood. It also goes back to that sense of building mastery, feeling like you have accomplished something. So all of those are ways that you can take care of your physical body. and then going back to the ABCs, accumulating positive emotions, building a sense of mastery, coping ahead of time with difficult situations. These are all things that can help reduce our vulnerability to the negative effects of stress and difficult emotions that are bound to come up in life. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Please feel free to check out more resources on our website. Thank you for joining me.